Well, everyone, Vern Suit from Go Geezer here, and today we're going to be talking about something a little different. I'm going to show you how to create really nice titles for video applications, video editing applications like Luma Fusion on the iPad or say Final Cut Pro or Resolution on your Mac. So let's get right to it. LumaFusion is a really nice application for the iPad. It's cross-platform and you can really get some really nice results from it. One of the things that LumaFusion includes is a nice selection of titles. For those who don't know, titles is how you overlay text onto your video clips. What I'm going to show you today is very basic, but once you understand how to do this, you'll be able to do all sorts of wonderful things. In fact, the opening of this video was created using this technique. So, with the little chalkboard and all of that stuff. So let's get right into it. All right, so there are three basic steps to creating a title. First is the setup, and this is where we're going to use Keynote or PowerPoint to create a usable title. The second step is what I call create. Create is where you actually put in the words that you're going to be using in your static title. And then finally, there's incorporate, where you save the title that you've created in Keynote or PowerPoint and then move it into your video editing application. In this case, it's going to be LumaFusion. And from there, you're able to incorporate it into your video. So let's get right into the first step, which is setup. For setup, we're going to be using Keynote here. So the first step in setting this up is to open Keynote and open a new presentation. Step 2, you select Format, which is the little paintbrush icon sitting in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and select Layout Blank. In step 3, we're going to select Format again, and we're going to select Background. And then we're going to make the slide color green. I like to select the fifth one down, which is about center there. So as you can see indicated in the video. Now we're done with setting up. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next big step, which is create. We're going to select shapes and then select text. In step 2, we're going to enter the text and then we're going to highlight it. We need to make sure that we highlight all of it, especially if we have little exclamation points or colons or semicolons at the end. Sometimes it doesn't capture all of that. So make sure you highlight all of it. Next, you're going to hit Format, Font, and then pick a font. I would go for something that's nice and bold. Next, we're going to adjust the size and color of the font. For size, I would start somewhere around 100. Remember also that you'll be able to adjust the size once you're in Fusion. For color, I would look for something that is contrast to the background that you're going to be placing the text over. Now we move on to incorporate. And the first thing we're going to do is export and export it as an image. And then find the folder that you want to save it in, name it however you want, and then hit save. Now we need to import the title that we just created into LumaFusion. In LumaFusion, find the circle with the 3 dots in it and click on that. There you'll find Import Media. Click on Import Media. Find the location of the file where you saved it and open it. In step 3, we're going to find the clip that we want to use and then we're going to move the imported image to overlay that clip. The next step is to blend the text with the clip that we're going to overlay it on. And so the first thing we're going to do is select Color and Effects, and then we're going to select Keying, which is the little keyhole icon near the top. Then we're going to select Green Screen Key, and that should make the background clip visible with the text overlay. Then the next thing we're going to do is position the text, and for that we need to hit Frame and Fit, and then that should allow us to move the frame of the text around on the screen, and we position it where we want. And once we have that done, that's it, we're done. Now that you have your text overlaying the clip that you want to give that text a nice fade in and fade out look. In order to do that, we'll go over to Transitions and select Cross Dissolve, and then put a cross dissolve transition at the beginning and at the end of the text clip. And then you might want to adjust the length of those cross dissolves to about 20 frames a piece. That gives it a nice professional fade in and fade out look that looks really nice. Okay, there you have it. You've created a title and you've added it to your video. As I mentioned before, this is a very basic technique, but it's also a very powerful one. If you remember the opening title to this video, where there was a chalkboard and some writing on the chalkboard, that was created using this technique. All you need is a little imagination and a little time, and you can do all sorts of wonderful things. Okay, that's going to do it for now. If you like this sort of video and you'd like to see more, I am going to create another one, a follow-on to this, but if you'd like to see more, please let me know. Leave a comment and tell me how you like it, and I will continue to do these sort of things. Anyway, that's it for now. This is Vern Seward from Go Geezer, and you guys get out there and do it.